Hey everyone, it is High here, bringing another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, it is time once again for the Dokkan Battle Hall of Fame. This is going to be the February edition. So with that, if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff, and always just shout out to DBZ Space and the Dokkan Wiki for info and images provided. So yes, Hall of Fame is once upon us again. Remember, this is a new series of mine. This is the second video for the continuing series of the Hall of Fame, which I will do every single month at the end of the month. So expect this toward either the last day or the second to last day of the month here. So what are we doing for the Dokkan Hall of Fame? Well, we're inducting three different things, two summonable or two units, one free to play, one summonable, and then some sort of special feature, or it could be a unit in itself for the inductees for the Hall of Fame. Since we just recently passed, or beginning to pass the 5-year anniversary here on JP, this is a long time. This game has impacted a lot of lives. I've had really good fun with it, and I figured a Hall of Fame is going to be a good thing. So if you didn't watch the January episode, definitely go check that out. Or if you didn't watch the nominees, let's go ahead and take a look at the nominees for February. So these are the nominees. We had 3 nominees in each category here. You can see the top row there in the free-to-play section, the summonable in the middle, and then the special features on the bottom 3 there. So who are the winners? Let's go ahead and start with the free-to-play announcement here. So the free-to-play February 2020 inductee is actually, for me, a surprise. The rally around this unit, because I thought it was going to be a particular one, and then I think it's still safe to say this is the right choice here. The inductee will be the All or Nothing Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegeta, or LR Vegeta Blue. So I really thought the OG Prime Battle Super Saiyan Goku was probably going to take this, but a lot of you guys chimed in, listened to other individuals. This unit here is one, of course, incredible. It's still relevant today. So let's go ahead and kind of go through it here. This unit here was actually a global first unit. It came out December 15th, 2017, and also then released not too far from on JP on January 10th, 2018. But this was a part of something that I would say wouldn't ever go into the Hall of Fame, especially on global, but more of a wall of shame. And that was the legendary election. The legendary election was something different. This happened in, I believe, July of 2017. We voted to see what is going to be the next LR, and overwhelmingly Vegeta Blue ended up actually winning this. But we ended up waiting 5 months for this unit to be released. Every month was like, when are we going to get Vegeta Blue? When are we going to get Vegeta Blue? And then we actually finally got him, and actually a lot of people were disappointed. But now we look back in time from being disappointed with this unit to know that this is still one of the most valuable free-to-play units that you can actually get still in the game, and is very, very relevant. So this unit here, you ended up getting it initially from like the Supreme Kai Trials, getting these Patara earrings, and then you can get them from Baba Treasures, and it was actually tough to actually get this unit to LR. And that's why we're actually inducting this unit as an LR, different from like a summonable unit where when you summon for them, you're going to be very happy at the SSR. In this case scenario, you're really happy when you actually LR this unit. And this was one of the most difficult ones to LR due to the fact that, and a lot of people not complained, but kind of said, is this actually a free-to-play unit? Because this unit here needed a lot of fierce battle units to actually obtain. Now it's a lot easier because there's a lot of more free-to-play units that have the fierce battle link, but back in the day, it was mostly summonable units that you needed to have to actually have the fierce battle link to pick up the Vegeta Blue here. So very, very relevant unit here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the card art here, the SSR into the TUR. But now let's go ahead and break down the unit in it itself. This is the All or Nothing Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegeta, LR Vegeta Blue. The leader skill when this unit came out was really solid. It was super class, Ki plus 3 HP attack events 70%, which in a sense was a god lead. And if you didn't pick up any like Neo Gods 120% leads, this was a definitely a viable leader skill that you can use in the super class. Now the super attack here, I think, is where the strong point comes from for this unit here, especially the 12 key, the Vegeta Sword, and then the God Impact at the 18 key. So the 12 key here had the Kaioken mechanic for attack and defense. So it raises attack and defense, which is 20%, and causes colossal damage to enemy. We didn't know how important this type of skill, the Kaioken mechanic, especially for the defensive side of things, was going to be important later down the road. This unit here, when you first started using it, and it gets like, Dokkan Battle events and Dokkan events, stuff like that, really was quite, simplistically pretty easy. You weren't able to really buff this unit up too much. But now you're able to, for these longer events, like the Legendary Goku event, this is a very, very valuable unit at a 20% increase in SA multiplier and then the defense. So the 18 key, if you want to do additional damage for that one turn, you can do greatly raises attack for one turn, 50% increase, and causes mega colossal damage to enemies. So I think a really nice super attack set here, especially with the stacking ability. Passive here is really when when a lot of people, when this unit came out, they're like, oh my goodness, is this gonna have multiple attacks? Is this gonna have like physical Vegeta Blue? Is it gonna have counters like physical Vegeta Blue or Super Vegito, things of that nature? But it had none of it. It just had attack and defense 80% within an increase of ki up to 10 ki, the less HP remaining, basically 2 ki per 20% less HP. And people were like, what? This unit is horrible. This is not a good thing. Global Shaft once again, right? So, being global first, of course. But now we know. This is an incredible unit. And it's still so relevant today. Very helpful in the Legendary Goku event, Super Battle Road, etc., etc. So, in the in-game stuff. So, kudos to the designers of this, that units from 2017 is still relevant to this day. So Link skills are pretty decent. Super Saiyan, Warrior Gods, Prepare for Battle, Power Bestowed by God, Fuse Fighter, Shattering Limit, and then Legendary Power. The funny thing is, like I mentioned before, Fierce Battle was one of the required links to actually get this unit here, and he didn't have Fierce Battle as a link. That's okay. At the time, it was, like I said, more summonable units than anything else, but it would have been nice to have Fierce Battle on this unit here. Categories is Realm of Gods, Patara, Future Saga, Time Travelers, and Last Resort. Last Resort is not a part of Global yet, but of course it will be coming in the 5-year anniversary. Key meter, 20 key there, and the stats. We cannot forget about the stats for a free-to-play unit here. This was really, really tremendous at 18.6, 19.4, and 13.4 for defense. Wow, look at that, right? So overall, an incredible unit. Again, relevant today. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Is this the right choice for the inductee of the February Hall of Fame? I think so. I think it's the right call here. So let's now go ahead and go into the summonable side, the summonable inductee for February 2020. Now we're going to actually call this a pattern here, because this, I figured, would be, kind of almost unanimous here. And I think most of the individuals agree that it is Super Vegito that needs to go into the Hall of Fame first here. And AGL Super Vegito was another unit that in and of itself broke the game. And if you weren't using this as a leader at the time, you weren't cool, right? Just like Super Gogeta was the the January 2020 inductee, the first inductee there. This is another induction that definitely needed to be right away. First ballot, AGL Super Vegito, Limitless Fusion Super Vegito. It did come out in 2016, July 7th, 1st on JP, and then November 2nd is when it came out in 2016 on Global. So, when this came out on JP, it was tough to really pick up here. And then when it came out on Global in November, we're like, oh man, it was hard for me to pull this unit. However, the Christmas banner, this was the introduction of the crazy hype Christmas banners for Global. That's actually when I pulled this unit here, and was very, very excited. Of course, we are definitely inducting this as an SSR here, because summoning for this unit and pulling this unit back in the day, seeing that silhouette standing there with that arms crossed there was very, very exciting. However, so there is a little bit of slight, a lot of people are like, well, no, maybe he doesn't deserve it because of the EZA that he got. But I still think the EZA, there's some functionality issues on it, but it's still a very, very powerful unit here. So let's go ahead and take a look at that, because that's what we're going to look at here is the Unparalleled Golden Key Super Vegito, the TUR, and now the EZA here. So these are the EZA stats here. The leader skill, we kind of knew these God leads here ended up getting 100% HP attack defense buff plus 4 key to AGL types. So the leader skill wasn't a surprise. And then the super attack was still pretty decent here. Remember, immense damage on an EZA is as powerful, or actually more powerful, than Mega Colossal on an LR. And then this also raises allies' attack by 35% for one turn. And if you're going to run him in the first position, you're going to buff everyone else. So really solid super attack skill there. The passive is where a lot of people had issues with. Flawless combat. The attack and defense 40%. I don't think anyone had an issue with that. 40% on easy stats. We kind of know what kind of damage that can actually do. Of recently, with Vegeta Blue actually also coming out with 40% as well, and just crushing everything. The biggest issue here was within the same turn after receiving an attack. That's where that limitation comes from. The functionality of that is a kind of a nerf, right? You have to wait for someone to attack you, and then you get the buff, and then you're going to do additional damage and have some defensive ability there. Now I'm going to skip to the bottom skill there. Now, even though you don't have a defensive buff here, you are going to have 80% damage mitigation in normal attacks, and then counters on top of that. So that's why I think the dynamic, it really should have read like this: attack 40%, and then defense plus 40%, after an attack in the same turn. If they would have done that, that would have been fine. I think that initial attack after 40% is, or getting the attack at 40% is really where it's bothersome, right? So the skill in the middle, the 4C's enemy super attack is OP. However, the HP restriction at 40% is actually when you're able to see it. I think if they increased that to closer to like 80% or 70%, I think would have been more reasonable for this. Because if you get super attacked with this unit here and you haven't received an attack yet, like on Legendary Goku event, you're gonna get one shot, right? So I think there is some functionality issues on here, but overall still an incredible unit, and still deserves the Hall of Fame, especially when it originally came out. Maybe they could have did a little bit better job at the EZA, but still I think is super worthy here. So Link skills: Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan, Prepare for Battle, Power Bestowed by God, Fuse Fighter, Shocking Speed, and Fierce Battle. And then you have the categories: Majin Buu, Potara, Super Saiyans, and Last Resort. The EZA stats here, fantastic here: 18.4, 18.7, and 10,000. So that's why that attack and defense at 40% is strong enough for that. And once again, that immense damage at EZA, more powerful than a Mega Colossal LR. So anyway, coming in is the summonable February 2020 inductee, Limitless Fusion Super Vegeta. Agree, disagree? Comment below, let me know. Now let's go ahead and finalize all this with the special February 2020 inductee, and I think this is the right choice here. There was a couple other options, maybe an LR, the LR rarity, maybe the hidden potential, things of that nature, but I think this right here, it was literally a game changer, and that is the guaranteed SSR multi-summon. Boy, for me, this was a total sigh of relief, because it was tough. So basically, if you don't know the rates for Dokkan Battle, to get an SSR, if you were doing a single, right, if you just did a single, not a multi, it's a 10% chance of getting an SSR per single. And then out of that 10%, there's a 5% chance of you pulling that SSR as a featured, and then 5% non-featured. So basically that's a split there. That's why you have a 10% chance, because you can get a featured SSR or a non-featured SSR. And so pre-GSSR, you had a 40% chance per multi to pull at least one SSR. However, there are a multitude. This is only 40%. The other 60%, which is the majority, you are going to pull a dead multi. That's right. Multi-summons look like this. What you see on the screen, that was a paid multi-summon. 50 stones. And people got this kind of multi. Look at that nonsense. And when this came out, April 26, 2018, and then right after came out in May 24, 2018, everyone rejoiced. This was such a game changer. It was definitely needed, especially for my pocketbook, and really for free-to-play players. It was kind of unfair for them, not to get a SSR, because at this point in time, SSRs were just, there's a lot of garbage SSRs out there. So anyway, that was the dead multi here. So the funny thing is, here's kind of what the funny thing is. There is a pattern in this Hall of Fame. It's pretty much Vegeta, because when this came out, This was the Broly EZA, but Super Vegeta was on the banner here. So this came out in April 26, 2018 on a EZA banner, the guaranteed SSR here, as you can see down there. The interesting thing about the guaranteed SSR, though, it was a 95% chance that you were going to get a non-featured SSR. So that's kind of how they mitigated everything. So for featured units, the rate for featured units pretty much stayed the same, because it was a 5% chance then of you pulling that featured unit on the guaranteed SSR. So yeah, this absolutely to me was the right choice. To induct the guaranteed SSR multi-summon as the special feature. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Hall of Fame Wall of Fame here. In January, you had the OG free-to-play rare Goku that started it all, right? Then you had the first year anniversary Super Gogeta, of course, and then Dead Yamcha, April Fools to start off with everything there. Now in February, LR Vegeta Blue, and then Super Vegeta AGL, and then guaranteed SSR. I think we made the right choices. Tell me what you guys think. Yeah, now the question is, we got to nominate. So in the comment section below, you have to nominate your favorite, or what do you think is going to be should be inducted in the March Hall of Fame here. So nominate. So remember, the remaining nominations are still here. We just need to add one more and see if it's going to beat out on the other ones here. So you still have Prime Battle Super Saiyan Goku here, 1000 Day Goku, and then we got to add another nominee. Then we have first LR, the first LR in LR Gohan, and then the anniversary fusions in a sense here with LR Super Vegito and LR Super Gogeta. We're going to put them in a pair if they get voted in, and then you still have LR Rarity, Hidden Potential System, and what's going to be the other nomination there. So yeah, once again, nominate in the comment section below. Tell me what you guys think is your favorite and deserves to be in the March Hall of Fame. So with that, hopefully you guys enjoyed another video of Dokkan Hall of Fame there, and this is the February 2020 edition. So with that, if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. If you're an OG, thank you for your continued support. Hit that notification button to stay up to date with all my videos. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.